This issue of Nnamdi Kanu, the imprisonment of Nnamdi Kanu, the government thought that prisoning Nnamdi Kanu will make him to be forgotten, will make the people to forget him, and they will not talk anything about him anymore. But they don't know that the imprisonment of him will even increase him and forward him to the next step, and to make every worldwide to recognize him more and more the way it was before. So the visitation of Alex Otti, the Abia State governor in Sokoto last week, it opens door to a different talk, and it makes a wave to different ways. According to the headline reaching us, Sultan of Sokoto vows, I will secure Kanu's release. The Sultan of Sokoto, the speech he made during the visitation of Nnamdi Kanu at the Sokoto prison, it is something that nobody even believed that he will make such kind of a speech. The speech of saying that he's ready to secure Nnamdi Kanu release and to make sure that he's being free from those prisons and the other things beside it. So everybody knows that Kanu is not a terrorist. He's already agitating for his rights and for Biafra. And if you go to the constitution, everything is there. That is why he's asking the lawyer Omotosho not the right for him to agitate. So that all those things, he have the right to agitate and he have the right to. But what is there that the Nigerian government, they don't want to hear anything concerning Biafra, and they don't want to see anybody to speak of Biafra. But this issue of Kanu has turned the whole thing upside down, and nobody knows what is happening. Well, I will allow you to watch the video, the concern of the Sokoto visitation and the Abia State governor visitation to the prison. So the things they made and how they made and everything. And this our activist is going to explain everything concerning what transpired between them and Nnamdi Kanu and everything that happens there. So don't skip any part of the video. Try to watch it to the end so that for you to understand everything going on in this video.
It is the breaking news that has fundamentally shifted the political and social atmosphere of Nigeria this Monday morning, December 1, 2025, because the narrative that the North hates Nnamdi Kanu, or that his life imprisonment is a victory for the caliphate, has just been shattered by the Sultan of Sokoto himself. The headline you saw is not just a rumor, it is a confirmed revelation that has come directly from the lips of the Abia State Governor, Alex Otti, who just returned from a historic visit to the Sokoto Correctional Centre. We are broadcasting this deep dive special to unpack the startling revelation that His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Sultan Abubakar III, is not only sad about the life imprisonment sentence, but has reportedly vowed to use his immense influence to secure the release of the IPOB leader to ensure peace returns to the nation. To understand the gravity of this development, we have to look at the details of the visit that took place yesterday, Sunday, November 30. Governor Otti did not just go to Sokoto as a visitor, he went as a negotiator, and what he brought back is a message that has stunned the political class in Abuja. Governor Otti revealed that before or during his visit to the prison, he engaged with the Sultanate, and the feedback was nothing short of revolutionary. The Sultan of Sokoto explicitly shared his view that there is an urgent need to de-escalate tension in the country, and that ensuring Nnamdi Kanu's release is the key to that peace. This is the highest-ranking traditional ruler in northern Nigeria, effectively siding with the political solution proponents against the hardline stance of the presidency. The Sultan is saying that locking Kanu away for life does not serve the interests of national unity, and coming from the seat of the caliphate, this is a pressure that President Tinubu cannot easily ignore. But the part of this story that has everyone talking, the part that is melting hearts and changing minds across the divide, is the light-hearted, deeply symbolic joke the Sultan made. Governor Otti disclosed that the Sultan told him to tell Nnamdi Kanu that he is now his subject. Why? Because Kanu is living in Sokoto, the Sultan's domain. The Sultan went further to say that he intends to turban Nnamdi Kanu. When Governor Otti delivered this message to Kanu inside the prison walls, reports say the IPOB leader burst into loud laughter. He was beaming with smiles. This moment of laughter inside a maximum security prison is powerful. It signifies a breaking of the ice between the leader of the indigenous agitation in the east and the leader of the Islamic faith in the north. The turbaning comment, even as a joke, is a massive cultural signal of protection and acceptance. In northern culture, you do not turban an enemy, you turban a person of value, a person you want to bring into the fold. By saying this, the Sultan was effectively telling Kanu, you are safe here, you are under my watch, not just the government's watch. This interaction completely destroys the regional hatred narrative that has fueled the crisis for years. We have often heard that the North wants to destroy the East, or that the Caliphate is the enemy of Biafra. But here we have the Sultan himself joking about making the Biafran leader a title holder in Sokoto. It suggests that the traditional institutions are far ahead of the politicians in understanding that brotherhood and humor can solve what guns and court judgments cannot. Governor Otti expressed his joy that the Sultan is on the same page with him, creating a powerful new alliance between the Southeast political leadership and the Northern traditional leadership. If Otti and the Sultan are working on this, the path to the secret deal regarding a pardon becomes much wider and clearer. We also need to analyze Nnamdi Kanu's reaction and his current state of mind, because the reports from this visit are the most detailed proof of life we have had since the conviction. Governor Otti confirmed that Kanu was in high spirits, putting to rest the rumors that he was depressed or critically ill to the point of incapacitation. Kanu was not just sitting there, he was engaging intellectually with the governor. He told Otti that he is proud of the giant strides being made in Abia State. He even compared Otti to the legendary Sam Mbakwe, the former governor of Old Imo State, who is revered as the father of modern infrastructure in the East. For Kanu, a man who is usually critical of politicians, to heap such praise on a serving governor is a strategic endorsement. It signals to his followers that Alex Otti is the chosen one to lead the political struggle for his release. It validates Otti's quiet diplomacy over the noisy protests of others. If you are finding this breakdown of the Sultan's intervention and Kanu's reaction insightful, and you want to be part of the community that gets the real details behind the headlines, please take a second right now to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We dig deeper to bring you the truth that connects the dots. Governor Otti also dropped another bombshell during this visit regarding the timeline of his efforts. He revealed that he didn't just start fighting for Kanu after the life sentence. He told Kanu that the engagements he started over 2 years ago have now been intensified. He assured the IPOB leader that the issue will be resolved administratively. This word administratively is the key. It confirms what we have suspected, that the legal route is dead. The Supreme Court appeal might be filed, but the real solution will come from an administrative decision by the president, likely a pardon or an unconditional release based on the prerogative of mercy. Otti's confidence is infectious. He told Kanu to remain calm but strong because freedom is coming. We must also consider the security implications of the Sultan's involvement. Sokoto is currently facing a massive threat from the Lakurawa terror group. By claiming Kanu is his subject and vowing to secure his release, the Sultan might also be trying to prevent the prison from becoming a target. If the bandits or terrorists think Kanu is an enemy of the Sultan, they might attack him. But if the Sultan casts his protective cloth over him, it sends a warning to the criminal elements in the state to back off. It turns Kanu from a vulnerable prisoner to a protected guest of the Caliphate. This 4D chess move by the Sultan protects Kanu's life, while the politics of his release are being worked out in Abuja. The presence of Prince Emmanuel Kanu and the Attorney General of Abia State, Ikechukwu Wana, at the meeting further solidifies the legitimacy of this new strategy. Emmanuel Kanu stated that the visit was a unified statement. It tells us that the Kanu family has fully bought into Governor Otti's strategy. They are no longer relying solely on the legal team or the international community. They are trusting the political bridge building between Umuahia and Sokoto. So where does this leave the federal government? President Tinubu is now facing a united front that includes the Southeast governors, the House of Representatives caucus, the diaspora community, and now the Sultan of Sokoto. The argument that Kanu is a terrorist who must die in prison is collapsing because the most respected voice in the north has just treated him like a friend. The Turbani joke has humanized Kanu in a way that no lawyer could have. It has turned him from a monster into a man who can laugh with the Sultan. This shift in optics is exactly what is needed to prepare the ground for a pardon. The president can now release him and say he is listening to the wisdom of the Sultan and the pleas of the nation rather than bowing to the pressure of IPOB. As we move forward, keep your eyes on the Sultan. His vow to secure this release is not empty talk. In Nigeria, when the Sultan speaks, the villa listens. We might be witnessing the final act of this drama, where a life sentence is commuted to freedom through the unlikely friendship between a governor, a prisoner, and a sultan. What do you think about the Sultan's joke? Do you think the Turbani comment was just a joke, or was it a coded message of safety and alliance? And do you believe the Sultan has the power to make Tinubu sign that release paper? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is a developing story of hope in a time of despair.
Now, this is a very nice move. It's a very nice move. We know, and everybody knows what is going on in the government. All this issue of Nnamdi Kanu and the government. The government knows that he's not a terrorist. All those issue of calling him a terrorist is to make sure that they prison him. But and the way God is to do something, if you think that somebody you are against, or a person that is talking the truth, you will kill him, or you will buy him, or you will destroy him. There is a way God is to do it, and you will not know that it is uplifting. You want to even uplift the person higher to the place he is before. And that is what happens to the situation of Nnamdi Kanu and the government. And the issue of Sultan of Sokoto claiming Kanu turban at Sokoto. It is is a very welcome development, because I would say it's something of a laughter, and something that somebody that they're given such kind of a title, according to the Islam, or according to the northern people, meaning that the person, it is welcome, and is coming is good and fine. So we believe that nothing will happen to him. Nothing will happen to him until when he will be released, and we believe he will be released very soon. That is our belief. And the issue of the government with the Kano release, all those things, it is issue of sitting down together to talk one on one and to discuss it. Agitation or not agitation, all these things, it is part of the marginalization of the Igbos, the maltreatment and the ill treatment of the southern region. All those things is part of it. What cause agitation? What bring Biafra? And what is the cause? And what are we going to do, or what are they going to do to stop it? So all those things, it is a subject they need to treat. It is not something that the government will just look into and say it is nothing. Something that you look as if it is nothing used to become a very huge something at the end, because after the war, during the war, and after the war to date, the 3R that the government pledged to the eastern region, to the Igbos, they have not done anyone. They have not. Reconciliation, reconstruction, and rehabilitation. They have not done anyone. And then even the way the whole thing is going, not even for them to do, but to accept the Igbos into the government the way it's supposed to be. You don't accept them, you don't give them what belongs to them, and you keep claiming that you are one Nigeria. If you say that you are one Nigeria, make them to understand and to believe, yes, that this country belongs to everybody. it belongs to them, not by leaving them apart and then by claiming that they will not speak. It is because of the injustice that is happening in the country that would lead to this issue of agitation here and there. So once the government start doing what is right, everything will stop and everybody will go and rest. Because you cannot be in a country where they did not accept you, and where things is not working well the way it's supposed to be, and then you will be there, be looking. And somebody like Mazam Nikano is somebody that did not support injustice. He did not support injustice. He did not support maltreatment or this kind of corrupt practices they are doing in the country. And all those things, if you are somebody that did not support all those kind of something, once you are seeing it when meted on people, you will be trying to fight for the people, for the survival of the people. And even Kano is not somebody that have the interest of the masses. He would have been in UK enjoying his life, or he would have been in his palace enjoying his life without anybody disturbing him. But because of that, they have the interest of people, and he wants the masses, he wants the people to survive, to enjoy the resources and to enjoy the things that is from their land. So that is why he came out to fight for the survival of the people, not only for the Igbos, but for everyone, for everyone in Nigeria, for everyone in Africa, and for everyone all over the world. Because if you look what is happening in Africa today, the presidency of a thing in Africa, once they grab power, they will turn everything upside down. The people that elect those that in power, the people that elect them that is in power, it will become another thing. So not only in Nigeria, all those issue of maltreatment, injustice, and other things happen. But what is there is that who is going to speak for the people, and who will be the one that will speak so that the government will listen to them. That is what is there. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting only for himself. He's fighting for everyone. He's fighting for the north. He's fighting for the south. He's fighting for the west and for the east. But due to that, he named Kanu, or called that he's an Igbo man. So once he speak like this, some people will think that he hates zone, he hates the north, he hates the Nigeria, he did not hate anybody. He loves everybody. What he hates is injustice against is injustice against people, and he hates injustice against in fact against the masses. So that is what is there. We believe and we hope that this journey of Alex Otti and the Sultan of Sokoto will be a good, will come out in a good way, and will become something that everybody will celebrate and everybody will be happy of. And that is what we are expecting, and we wish to see it that way, and that is it. Well, I would like to hear your comment down below. Like, subscribe, and share the video to go around. Let everyone see things happening in the country. And thank you for watching.